Hello students, welcome to another session of online class. Today we will be dealing with a new topic called potential difference and potential. Okay, so first we will be discussing about what you mean by potential difference, and later on we will be discussing about what you mean by potential at a given point. So the first comes the potential difference. So first we will define what we have learnt in the last class is about work done in moving a charge q from a point A to B or B to A, or initial point to final point, is given by minus q into initial to final E dot dl. Right, this is what we have learned. Now what will be the work done in moving work done in moving a unit positive charge from a point to another. Okay, so this concept, work done in moving a unit positive charge, this is very important. On from initial point to final point, or a point to another point, is called potential difference between those 2 points. Is called a potential difference. So what is the work done? So what will be the mathematical expression? W now changes to V, because it is according to definition. So V is equal to what? Minus, what is the charge? Unit positive charge, so it will be 1 initial position to final position. Okay, not position, here it is E dot dl. E dot dl, correct? So we defined V. Now since we go for the 2 points, let it be A and B, and you are moving a charge from B to A. So normally we studied so far A to B. Now since B is the secondary part, so B to A, if you are bringing the charge, so the initial point is B and the final point is A, then the potential difference between both is represented as VAB, final and initial. First final, then followed with the initial. VAB is equal to minus integral B to initial to final, B to A E dot dl. Remember this, VAB is equal to minus integral B to A E dot dl. Right? So now when it is a point charge, what is the expression? So when it is a point charge, you know that VAB, you have a point charge, okay, and this point charge is at a location at the origin, and you want the electric field intensity at A and electric field intensity at B, or generally due to a point charge, the electric field around this region E is given by E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon. You know, for the point charge it is R square, Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 R square AR cap, right? So this is the expression for. Now there is a point A at a radius RA and another point B at a radius RP. Now since you are using the spherical coordinate system, what is DL? DL will be what? DL spherical coordinate system we are moving radially out, the electric field intensity is radially outside, so dl will be dr ar cap, right? So now our VAB, the potential difference between the point A and the point B, is given by what? Minus B to A E dot dl. So that will be minus B to A. E is Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by r square, right? AR cap dot dr AR cap. Okay. Now finding the dot product, you will get AR dot AR will be 1, so whatever left, whatever component is there, that will be cancelled, so that's why you have only dr component here. So E dot dl, when you do, now the variable which we are evaluating, so minus integral Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square dr, right? So the variable is dr, so at A the radius is r RA, at B the radius is RB, so our integration limit changes from minus RB to RA, Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square dr. Now since Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant, you can take it outside, so whatever left is VAB. Okay, VAB is equal to minus RAB RB to RA 1 by r square dr. So 1 by r square is nothing but r raised to minus 2. So for that the integral will be r raised to minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. So that will be minus 1 by r. So 1 by r square, the integral is minus 1 by r. So that will be minus q by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus 1 by r with the limits RB to RA. Right, so minus and minus cancels. So Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 R 1 by R A minus 1 by R B. So this is the expression for VAB, right? So the expression for VAB is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by RA minus 1 by RB. Now we'll go for the next topic. So this is the potential difference we know. Okay, for more detail into this, we'll define potential at a point. Or it is also called absolute potential. Absolute potential. So what you mean by potential at a point? So if we can say that bringing work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity, so from far point to a point is called potential at that point. So now in the VAB, if you want VA, then the B is the final point, the point from where you are bringing, that is the initial point. So the B should be at infinity. That means B at infinity means RB will be equal to infinity, right? The radius up to infinity will be infinity. So VA can be defined as VA is equal to VAB given B at infinity. So we know the expression Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 by RA minus 1 by RB, where RB is equal to infinity. So Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by RA minus 1 by infinity. So 1 by infinity, that will become 0. So that will be Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 RA, right? So VA is equal. So from this we can generalize what is VB then. VB is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by RB, right? So now VAB, which was the potential difference between A and B, can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q into 1 by RA minus 1 by RB, which was the expression, right? So if you multiply, that will be 1 by R 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by RA minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by RB. Now we know this is VA and this is VB, right? So VAB is nothing but VA minus VB. So from using this we can also define the potential, absolute potential, which was VA. Now VAB is equal to VA minus VB, right? So if I want VA alone, then VB should be equal to 0. So this point where which we take VB equal to 0 is called the reference potential. So we can take any point as a referential potential. For example, in a battery, now you have a 9 volt battery, assume, okay, plus 9 volt battery. So what is the difference meaning of this one? The potential difference between the positive terminal and negative terminal, that is the voltage is nothing but the potential difference, is 9 volt. So the difference is 9 volt, right? Difference is 9 volt means what? Maybe the so we don't know the reference. We always take this as the reference and make it as a 0 volt. Then this will be 9 volt. But if you take another point, or assume there is one more battery is connected here, which was also 9 volt. Now if this point is taken as reference, here this is 0 volt now, right? So this will be 9 volt. Then this will be 18 volt. But 18 and 9, still the difference is 9 volt itself. So we can say that potential difference has no reference, but when you say about the absolute potential, we have to consider a reference point, which is nothing but the second part, which we assume to be voltage equal to 0, right? So this is 0 means this will be 9 volt. So this will be minus 9 volt. So we can take any point as a reference point. Okay, that I will discuss more, but before that, so AB becomes VA when VB equal to 0. So this VB equal to 0 point is called reference point. Normally earth is considered as reference, because you are connected to earth. Now if you touch a point at any point, the potential of earth and the potential of you, the circuit should not be much differentiate, should not have much difference, right? Then you will get shock. So you and the reference point should be having the same potential. So we call, or we make it as a ground. The voltage at which it is having 0 volt is called ground. So normally the reference point is the ground. That is why in circuits we might have seen a ground representation. which represents the potential at this point is considered as 0 volt, and the other voltages are measured with respect to this point. Okay, so as I said, now we can consider any point as a reference point. Now if you have two batteries are connected in series of value 9 volt each, now if you consider this as a 0 reference, or this is connected to ground, then the voltage at this point will be 9 volt and the voltage at this point will be 18 volt. At the same time, you can consider this as a ground point, right? So this will be having a voltage of 0 and this is having, so this is grounded, means the which was 18 volt now reduced to minus 9 volt, and this will become plus 9 volt, right? So we have to consider such that you reduce the shock effect of shock due to the battery. Now if you consider this will be 9. So if you touch this point and this point, you have a 18 volt potential difference, which is high. But you, as standing in the ground, if you touch this point, you will have only 9 volt, and this is also having a 9 volt difference. Similarly, you can consider the other way also, like you can consider the top portion of the battery as ground, right? So the voltage at this point will be minus 9 volt, this point will be minus 18. So battery, what they have given V equal to 1.5 volt is not absolute potential. It is actually potential difference between the positive and negative terminal. So the battery says 12 volt. What does it mean? It is not the absolute potential of the terminal. Instead, it is the potential difference between the positive and negative terminal. So one of the terminal you have to consider as the ground, the other terminal will be then becomes the absolute potential. So you have to always consider a reference point. I think this is clear for you. Potential and potential difference. Okay, so we'll do a problem, then you can clearly understand. An electric field is expressed in rectangular coordinates by E equal to 6x square ax cap plus 6y ay cap plus 4 az cap volt per meter. Find A Vmn, where m is 2, 6 minus 1 and n is minus 3 minus 3 2. Okay. B. Okay, we'll solve this one. If you find time, we'll go for the B question now. So what we have to calculate is Vm. Okay, so what is Vmn? Vmn is the voltage the between m and n. So that will be 1 by q by 4 pi epsilon 0. That expression cannot be used because here E is given. So we have the general expression, that is Vmn is from n to m E dot dl. Remember, this is the initial, this is the final. So final comes first in the Vmn expression. So if you want to find, it is n to m. If VAB, then it is B to A, that you have to remember. Okay, so n to m E dot dl, so that will be minus, what is E dot dl now? 6x square plus 6y plus 4 6x square ax cap plus 6y ay cap plus 4az cap dot dl is Cartesian coordinate system, so dx ax cap plus dy ay cap plus dz az cap. Okay, so if you do this, that will be minus 6x square dx plus 6y dy plus 4 dz, that will be minus of integral 6x square dx plus integral 6y dy plus integral 4 dz. So you should know the limits for x, y, z. So from m to n, so n to m, so minus 3 to 2, minus 3 to 2, then minus 3 to 6, for y is minus 3 to 6, and 2 to minus 1, 2 to minus 1. So integrating, this will be minus into 6x cube by 3 with the limits, so 3 cancels 2, with the limits minus 3 to 2 plus 6y square by 2, so 2 3 times, with the limits minus 3 to 6 plus 4z with the limit 2 to minus 1. So that will be minus into 2 into x cube, so 2 cube will be 8 minus 3 cube will be 3 into 3 9 into 2 3 27, so minus 27, so it will become 27 plus 6, now it is 3 into upper limit 6 square, that is 36, lower limit is minus 3 square, that will be 9, plus 4 into minus 1 minus 2, 4 into minus 1 minus 2, right? Upper limit is minus 1, lower limit is 2, so minus 1 minus 2, minus 2 into 27 plus 8 is 35, 35 into 2 70, plus 36 minus 9 is 25, so that will be 70, 75 minus 12, right? So what is the value now? 145 minus 12 is 1. Okay, let me check this one again. 6x square plus 6y dy plus 4 is z cap, so 4 dz. So x square is x cube by 3, so 3 2 times 2x cube, so that will be 2 cube is 8 and 3 cube is 27 minus 27, so 27 35, so 35 into 2 is 70. Okay, that is correct. Now 6 is taken outside, so 2 3 times 3 into 6 square is 36 minus 3 square is 9. So that will be, here it is a mistake. So 36 is 27. So 27 into 3, 60, 81. 81 plus 70 is 151 minus 12 is 139. So minus 139. Now it is not joule because it is per coulomb it is done. So volt. Okay, so if unit one, this will be the voltage. So this is nothing but the Vmn. Okay, so the next part we'll see in the next class. Before that, now what is the unit for E? E is also got now. E is equal to, so we got Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 square R square, whereas we got as Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 R. Actually V by R, so there is a relation. V by R is actually E. So the unit for electric field is volt per meter, because 1 by R is there extra, so volt per. So this is the unit you might have observed in textbook. So the reason is this one, volt per meter. So that's all for today's class. We'll see more in the upcoming class. Thank you.